As a free surfer, I feed off being in the ocean and meeting people who are as passionate as I am. I want to get a glimpse of other people's experiences to understand their world, their culture, and witness a fresh perspective. So I'm taking a journey around the globe to seek out stories of local surfers from distant shores. My name is Laure Meyer, and this is People of Surfing.
The fact that our ancestors came here on canoes means we all come from people that like the sea. It's just something that just ties us together. It's such a deep bond.
We have cold water and we have onshores and terrible waves sometimes.
That swells come all the way from Antarctica and it just feels like it's just coming to smash you, really.
Yeah.
Battling against the elements so often.
You kind of feel a bit hardcore.
We're very proud of where we're from in this tiny little corner of the world.
The community in New Zealand is awesome and it's got its own flavour.
We say there's no such thing as a bad day, just a crappy wetsuit.
Yeah.
So get yourself a good suit, baby.
New Zealand is the perfect place to start. The weather and the waves are known to be inconsistent at times, but I'm sure the busy wildlife and the welcoming Kiwis will make up for it. I'm not quite used to cold waters, so it'll be an experience itself, but I'll embrace it as I know the spectacular landscapes will make it totally worth it. I'll try to put a finger on the essence of the Kiwi surfing lifestyle and get to know more about its origins. The native Maori people started their journey in canoes about 1,000 years ago. Navigation is embedded in their DNA. They knew the sea, the wind, the stars, and the waves like no one else before. I can't wait to witness this deep connection they have with the ocean.
On rigole, mais y a pas de vagues dans ce pays, quoi.
Putain.
Oh my god. Well, we knew it was the tail end of the swell. Really good for the longboard. We scored. The first day on the island was everything I'd been hoping for. After the swell dropped, we made our way south towards Christchurch, where I'll be meeting with Ambrose, a local legend who founded one of the greatest longboarding events of the year, the Single Fin Mingle Festival. He'll tell us more about what makes this festival so unique, and I feel like he will be the one to give me an inside look at New Zealand surf culture.
There's always been a really nice community of surfers, old and young. I think that's one thing I really liked when I started surfing in Sumner, and a lot of the surfers were older. You can be a 15-year-old teenager and you can interact with someone who's nearly 70. It breaks down those barriers. The community in New Zealand is awesome. And in Sumner I think it's got its own cool little vibe too.
I love that.
you look outside now and it's probably like 9 degrees or something, the wind will be freezing, and it's super fun for that aspect because you end up at a fun, nice little old pub later, or you'll talk to this grumpy farmer and end up having something classic happen. Adds a little bit of a mission to it.
That's what makes the journey epic.
I was born and raised over the hill here in Sumner, and where we host the Single Fin Mingle. It's a celebration of surfing, music, art, and human connections. Those are kind of the key pillars that we speak to. And so the surfing competition is obviously like a really key focal point of the festival, and it's become quite prestigious and people wanting to compete and travel to surf in that. We're just trying to make it a really inviting place for anyone, whether you've surfed all your life or you've never seen the sea.
Yeah, and bring the community together.
Yeah. And we'll have hopefully this year like 1,500 people come, you know, which is like, it's half the population of the village. So yeah, pretty cool.
And we are off and racing at the bank of the beach. Down to this beach to finish. A steer's gone early.
We're very proud of where we're from in this tiny little corner of the world. When we meet someone who's not from here, we'll generally try to point them in the right direction of the best waves.
Our surf community is so fucking cool.
Many people are so hospitable. They take you to go surfing and they show you cool spots.
The waves are good, but they're not AA class. We're not hiding any big secrets from anyone in the world, so may as well share it.
And even if you're not surfing that well, you're still frothy to be there. Everyone's having the best time, and you kind of take it all in a bit more, I think. You're just how lucky are we? How good is this life?
Driving around town, everyone's choo-choo, sup dog.
Love that.
Oh, it's really cool. And I suppose it's such a small community that everyone gets to know each other really well. Your arseholes get pushed out pretty quick.
Life is tough, so difficult.
Definitely with the wildlife and the rawness of the nature here, it's pretty sick. We get to see seals and dolphins and sharks all the time.
Because in Australia we got sharks, but we got hundreds of people in the water. So your chances of getting taken are real slim. Where here I feel if there's sharks and you're just surfing with 2 friends, it's a 50% chance that you're the one being taken.
There's more penguins than there are people.
The sea lions, and they can just come up. We're just supposed to ignore them, but for a few moments it's scary, and they come up and bash your board, and you look down and you can just see them looking at you.
We've got 2 completely different coasts. One's always huge, then we've got one that's almost always flat. We don't get seasons. It's we just get a week of terrible waves, then we get 2 weeks of amazing waves.
Here it's almost you're waiting for the swell to drop.
This time of year with autumn coming in, we get a lot of big south swells coming through, so it's pretty much all shortboarding waves. Which is nice because they're big ground swells.
So you can surf a wave this big, but it's still so powerful. It's come from Antarctica. That swell's come all the way from Antarctica, and it just feels like it's just coming to smash you, really.
So you got to be pretty mentally strong to keep surfing in New Zealand.
A lot of the locals that are die-hard surfers, they do it just purely because they love it.
I'm going to look forward a bit more.
A lot, quite resilient.
You kind of feel a bit hardcore.
The thing that keeps us going is definitely when it gets good in New Zealand, it's amazing, and you get to surf completely by yourself, which is just bliss.
Is it easy to to find longboard waves, or do you have to really like be super polyvalent with your boards?
Well,
surfing in New Zealand,
I think you know. I think you can answer that.
Yeah,
question.
I know, but I can't say it. Like we struggled, guys. It was hard.
Sit up and lift that roll. I've been trying to get in shape, but I lift that slow. I've been chopping my tape, look at the drift that slow. Need a girl with a waist to let it wave fast. Go way fast, gotta get a little break fast.
This wave is the smallest wave in the world. Go for a little frolic.
Gotta get that, gotta get that, gotta get that dough. Trying to get on top, they better get that so. I don't wanna get caught up in
it's supposed to be a really good wave.
Let me say back, put
up with today.
Put up or let that go. I think I may have just found a girl I've been dreaming of. Seeming lovely.
There's not really any log waves. It's all pretty big and washy, so that's why I brought my Midland. We drove 3.5 hours for this.
It is how you say caca.
I'm running faster than you!
Between microwave and no waves, I would still take a surf. It actually made me happy.
I didn't want to leave the island without meeting Tammy, who's deeply connected to the Maori culture. She's the co-founder of Surfwise in Waikuku, a surf school welcoming of the local youth and young mothers, using surfing and the transformative power of the ocean as a therapy.
What's the plan?
Go for an intrepid mission, hey? Jump in the back, jump in the back. From a Māori health perspective, I feel really privileged to be able to try and help other people encounter those types of things through the ocean and through surfing. Now, over the course of time, we've had women start with us, grow their confidence, connect with one another really meaningfully, and then take that into the spaces and places that make most sense for them. It seems that there is something that is, it's kind of growing in them, and they can't escape it.
No.
It's a calling back.
That's pretty good. It's a wise approach. The Maori and Indigenous community is really present, and it's amazing because everyone seems so proud of it. How does that reflect into the surfing community?
I think as Māori, we identify a lot with nature. And the fact that our ancestors came here on canoes means we all come from people that like the sea. It's just something that just ties us together. It's such a deep bond. This is where I belong. I feel happy here.
Never be the same. This is an unseen land of a devastated soul that's prepared in contemplative silence for the mighty working hand of an unseen Lord to come restore this land from its violence. I said walk another mile, stare across the fields of grain. This is how the prophets train. Oh, learn this lesson well, my friend. There's a time to rejoice and lament, and every season will find an end. All will fade and be made new again.
That surf was so fun, I couldn't stop smiling, to the point that my teeth actually got cold. Surfing in New Zealand isn't about how big the waves are, but about resilience and humility in front of Mother Nature. I ended this trip blown away by the Kiwi spirit and kindness. Their strong sense of community has been nurtured and passed down through generations.
For me, people and human connections make the beauty of a place. There will be other destinations to come, new faces I'm eager to meet, but for now, the New Zealand scenery and its people were an experience I won't forget.